Hello everybody, this is NeydaEnid saying hello to you guys from above Hollywood, the Hollywood freeway. Hi Boar, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Hello everybody, hello Husky Grip, hello Hunter. Hello David, how are you? Hello Miko, how's everybody doing? Hi guys. I wanted to show you, I stopped here to take some pictures, and as my camera is trying to figure out where to zoom, I am here. Some of you may recognize this area as the Hollywood area, just above the 101 freeway. How's everybody doing? Thank you everybody for joining, thank you for sharing. I'm taking a 5-minute breather, guys, just to say hey. Say hello to you and say how's everything doing. I'm just having a pretty good time. Give me a second, guys, here. Give me a second. All right, here we go. So there you go. Oh yeah, it does focus really nicely. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Hello David in Osaka. Hello Ron. Hello Husky Grip again. How's everybody doing? Did my scope freeze for a second here? I'm trying to make sure that I have as good of a connection as possible. Thank you everybody. Thank you for joining. Hello, how are you? Thank you everybody for giving me so many hearts. It's good. And you can hear me fine. Great. And hopefully you have a title. I have no title. Thank you David. Do I have a title or not? Man, I got a title. Yes! All right. I'm not sure I put the... I put the location. I meant to. But I'm in Hollywood. That's all you guys need to know. You guys saw this. A lot of you were with me when I did a scope from this area down here. Let me see if the camera focuses. It may not. It's a little bit on the dark side. But this is the Capitol Records building, guys. Let me see. This structure that you see here, that structure that you see here with that spire, is a Capitol building. It is a really beautiful building. And we were walking down below, looking at that mural of jazz musicians, the famous mural with the jazz musicians that is now painted in tiles. Let me see if I keep the camera steady as possible, and let me rotate, give you a landscape view here. The camera knows what to do. Excellent. So we're looking down at Vine, which is one of the main arteries coming into Hollywood per se. This that you see here with all these cars zooming by. The famous LA traffic. It's Sunday. There's not much traffic, but people are still zooming by, going about their business. Hi, Tommy. How are you? How's everybody doing? I am showing you a little bit of Hollywood. I hope everybody's having a terrific Sunday. It's already Monday in some areas of the world, isn't it? Is it Monday already in Japan? There you go, guys. Everything that you see with all these lights is Hollywood. Hollywood. And as a matter of fact, the Hollywood Walk of Fame is along this street right here. It is 12:41 p.m. Yes, on Sunday. It's tomorrow. David in Osaka coming to us from the future. Are you still on vacation, David? Oh, terrific. That is so awesome. I very much enjoy your scopes. It is Monday in Finland. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, that it's Monday. Thank you, David, for sharing on Twitter. Thank you, everybody. I try to keep up with as many postings on Twitter as I can. I keep looking for a lot of the people that typically follow me and I follow them on Twitter. And there were many handles that I could not find. So, because there's a lot of things that I would like to share. I think people would appreciate if I'd actually put an advertising, put a notice that I'm going to be scoping, especially when I do, scopes that, are quite relevant to my filmmaking. Hi, David in Chicago. Hi, Bay Area Knitter. Hi, how's everybody? Hi, David. How are you? David, did you go to see the Frank Lloyd Wright houses in Oak Park? I want to see that. You went to you did? How come I didn't find out? I've been busy. But is it on replay? You went to University of Chicago. Oh, you went to University of Chicago? And you saw the Robbie House? I've never seen the Robbie House. Wait, my memory may be failing me. Is the Robbie House in Oak Park? You put me in your title, and I didn't see it. Well, this is the thing. If you put me on your title on Periscope, my handle on Twitter is different. My handle on Twitter is P-Rican Filmmaker. So, the notices don't come through on Twitter because, I never see the NeydaEnid, though I do own NeydaEnid on Twitter. Maybe I should look into having notifications from NeydaEnid as well, and so that way I don't miss anything. But I will definitely watch it. Oh man, I wanted to see it live. You will go to Oak Park in the next 15 to 17 days. Perfect. Well, keep me posted. I want to see them and I want to join in. Absolutely. Do let me know. Hello, Priscilla. How are you? Hello from Pittsburgh. Hello, Nature Scoper. Hi, how are you? Hi, Karim. How are you? Hi, sweetie. How are you? Good to see you. Do you recognize this? We're in Hollywood, and this is Vine Street. This is the Capitol building with that white spire with the blinking light on top. It's Capitol. Let me see if I can zoom in, and I can show you if it's. I don't think it shows. If I stay very, very, very still. Capitol. No, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come down from where I'm standing. Give me a second, guys. I need to jump. Don't be afraid. It's a quick jump. Quick. All right. And I'm going to get close to the fence. And so that way I can get... Hold on one second, guys. I'm not reading your messages yet. All right. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Capitol building. I still want to see that, David. I am a major architecture fan. I haven't done a scope of the Frank Lloyd Wright building, the house that is on Los Feliz, that is called the Ennis Brown House. And I always joke around with my brother and I call it my house. That is the Neyda house. It was actually for sale for over a year. And someone just bought it a couple years back. Can you see the Capitol building? I'm not sure the camera focuses enough. I have been to the Falling Water. I showed you the picture I took of the Falling Water on a green shake scope that I did. Because I have a picture of the Falling Water on my kitchen. And the picture that I took way back when, as a selfie, when cameras didn't have any, with just a regular camera that had a timer, and it took me forever to take that selfie because I would set the camera, time it, run, take a picture, come back. It took me, I don't know, half an hour at least. But I do have a picture. I love architecture. Yes, and I've been to Oak Park in Chicago. Once Thanksgiving, I dedicated 2 days of my life to see Frank Lloyd Wright houses in Oak Park, Chicago. It was so awesome. Oh, here we go, guys. This is a better view without the chain link fence. And I had a blast. I've been to several of the homes here in Los Angeles. The textile block homes, the Ennis Brown and now the Barnsdall Art Complex in Hollywood as well. There's a home in the Hills that does not appear on any book, but when you go by, and I discovered it just driving by, it does have a plaque that says this home was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It is not on my book. There's a book called, if you guys are interested in architecture, there's a book called Frank Lloyd Wright Year by Year. And it's got a listing. It's got a really complete listing of Frank Lloyd Wright homes around the world. It's not 100% complete, but it's as complete as you're gonna get it. Hola César Willy, ¿cómo estás? Mira, estoy aquí en Hollywood. I'm trying to give you the camera just cannot focus well enough. I think that's the best this back. Good question. Yes, go ahead. David in Chicago. Oh, and we were at, we saw a Frank Lloyd Wright building in Rodeo Drive that no one would know that is a Frank Lloyd Wright building. Unless you find it in a book, because it doesn't have a plaque or anything. And I looked at my book. That building in Rodeo Drive, David, was actually built in the 50s, and then the Guggenheim Museum was actually built in 1990s. So it was like 40 years before he did the Guggenheim Museum that he did that experimental. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I was walking. I missed that question. I am so sorry, David. Can you type it again? I apologize, David. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love and attention, and especially your time. I'll be patient. You'll say it, Dave. Okay, whoever can type fast. Thank you, David. Thank you, David in Osaka. You'll say it. I want to see that happen. Hi, Just Jay. Hi, Just Jay. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. You did a scope of the Frank Lloyd Wright house in Japan. What? That is so awesome. I will, of course. I want to share it. I'll take lots of stills. I want to see it. Oh, how awesome. I'm jealous. How amazing. You know, he did a hotel in Asia, I think it was in Japan, that is no longer there. I will look at the replays. Is it still within 24 hours, David? Yes, the Imperial Hotel, that's right, in Tokyo. It will expire soon. Okay, the moment I finish here, because I'm only going to be here a couple more minutes, I will go watch it. Because I want to see it. Hi, Homer Scopes, in a couple hours. Okay, good. I just came here to take like a 5-minute breather, guys, and say hello to you guys and show you a little bit of Hollywood. Here we go. I'm going to show this again. See, guys, the camera is not focusing all that well. That's why I'm not moving a whole lot, because the camera doesn't know what to do. But it's great to see you guys. Great to see you here. And wow, how terrific. I will be doing a little bit more of the architectural scopes. We've been to a lot of different locations. We've been to the Disney Concert Hall, some of the buildings downtown. I've shown you Rodeo Drive. I have shown you some of the homes around LA. But I love architecture. And almost as much as I love planes and trains, absolutely Bay Area. Oh, good to see you, Bay Area knitter. Thank you, David. I think I mentioned the other day that I had two options when I went to college, and one of them was to study science and another was to study architecture. My love for Frank Lloyd Wright comes from, well, almost by osmosis, because my dad was an engineer. And so we had Architectural Digest, the magazine, all over the house. And my dad's friends were engineers and architects. So I love architecture. And as a matter of fact, in one of the talks that I typically give, I speak about multiple disciplines and the importance of learning how to draw and learning how to embrace the arts, even if you're a scientist. Because I grew up using, when everybody was using the 8-piece box of crayon, I had a 36 pencil set. Drafting pencil sets from a very early age. So I love to embrace colors since a very early age. So my second option was to become an architect, but I'm so glad that I made the decision to go for the sciences instead. But I've always been embracing, science and art, and one side feeds the other side in my head, which is a great thing. I am somewhat of a left-right brain balanced person, which is interesting. It's who I am. Can't deny it. Might as well embrace it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Let me see if there's anything that I can point out without the camera freaking out. Oh, actually, you can see the Roosevelt Hotel from here. Absolutely, Nature Scoper. Good to see you here. I want to see your scopes. If I don't follow you, I'll make sure that I follow you. For everybody who's here and is new, I watch all my replays. No, you can't really see it, but when I was scoping right next to the Oscars red carpet, we were down here where the Dolby Theater is and the Walk of Fame is. Good to see you, Nature Scoper. I will see you on Perisphere. Anyhow, guys. Hi, Priscilla. Your dad was an architect? Oh, how fantastic. Priscilla, then you must have seen a lot of blueprints around. And that ammonia, oh my God. I'm sure as a kid I got plenty high by the smell of ammonia. The blueprint printer on my dad's office. Oh my God. How terrific, Priscilla. Have you followed the arts? Are you into architecture now? Or did you totally walk away from it, given that your dad was an architect? When you have someone that's so close to you, sometimes, whatever career they have kind of turns you off from the career. Oh, yes, and music arts. Oh, fantastic. Good for you. I did have a mini Oscar last week. Do you pack after it's over? Do I have it with me after the Oscars is over? I have it at home. I actually have a couple pieces. I may give a couple of them away. Do you box it? It's a tiny, tiny Oscar. It's just a souvenir, guys. And it's an imitation. It's not even the real Oscar. On purpose, because the Oscars is copyrighted. The design and the contour, the logo, and everything about the Oscars. Even the name, when you use the name, you have to say, is it registered name. He also played the violin and the organ. Awesome. Very cool. Do you play any instruments? Hello, Thunder. How are you? I am showing you a little bit of the Hollywood scene from above the 101 freeway. You don't play? Oh. Well, you can pick it up later, but I'm sure because of it, you have being surrounded by the arts at a young age makes you a person who appreciates the art a lot better, just by osmosis. Hi, how are you, Kylo? How are you? Welcome to my somewhat blurry camera. Absolutely, it is never too late to learn. I actually learned how to play the guitar when I was about 12 years old, and I had private lessons for about 2 years, and I never picked up the guitar after till adulthood. And now I am playing an instrument that is called the Puerto Rican cuatro, which is a double-stringed instrument that has like a 300-year history. I am making a movie about it, as a matter of fact. Hello, David and Osaka. Hello, hi, how are you guys? You're getting ready to work on 3 films in about 3 weeks. On a 3 film in about 3 weeks, or on a film in about 3 weeks. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit congested. But it's so great to be with you guys here. This correctional Kylo. It is you mean my film? I've been working on that film for many years, guys. It's turned out to be a historical piece because there's very little documentation of that instrument in Puerto Rico, which is where I'm from and where that instrument is from. And so upon starting it, I realized that since I was having so much difficulty. Oh, this is your 3rd film. Oh, no worries. Oh, good for you. Let me know. Keep me posted. Send me any Twitter information on it. I'll go watch whatever it is that you're doing. Do a lot of behind the scenes. That would be terrific. In 3 weeks, if you don't do behind the scenes now, you can in about 3 weeks. I'll be looking forward to that. That'll be awesome. So yeah, my film is turning out to be a historical piece because I couldn't find any information on the instruments. And there was, a lot of folklore and lore regarding the instrument and surrounding even some of the performers. Their history was just not documented at all. And so I figured that since I was doing a documentary about the instrument and the music and the people performing such, a music that has, such history, that it needed to, it really granted doing a lot more exploration on the history. So it's taken me a while. I have been filming in Puerto Rico, and as a matter of fact, I joined in Periscope in about November, like right before I went to Puerto Rico. So you guys missed out on some of the most amazing views from Puerto Rico. And I did not scope from there because I really didn't know what periscoping was about, and I really did not have the time to wrap my head around it. But oh my God, if I had shown you, I did some drone filming, I did some historical sites filming, I was at the beach. Oh my God, I was in the colonial city. I did a filming of a historical event where there was 300 performers performing the Puerto Rican cuatro. Oh my God, it would have been amazing. But I had a couple days of filming, and one day I had a crew of 8 people. So I really did not have the time to get around Periscope. But that would have been amazing to scope. Well, you and a lot of people, Kylo, a lot of people, that's all I know, when it comes to Puerto Rico, they just think of, West Side Story, and that's about it. But that's okay, because I will show you a little bit more of Puerto Rico. How's that, Kylo? Yeah, I'm going to try to get it to PBS. Absolutely, that is my number one crowd. I'm hoping to get some distribution. I'm just about finished filming it, and I am already editing it. So we'll see. I'm hoping to have it cut by summer. We'll see. I need to hurry and maybe not spend as much time on Periscope, but I'm experimenting. I have a lot of big plans for Periscope, so. Oh, well, good for you. Absolutely. Well, if you have any questions, Thunder, feel free to shout at me. You can send me a DM or text message, whatnot. I'll be happy to answer to the best of my ability. I think it was you that was asking me or saying, why do they make it so hard to get into the entertainment industry? Yes, absolutely, Priscilla. I will let everybody know. As I am finishing the editing process, I'm going to be doing a lot more behind the scenes. This is not to focus. I apologize, guys. So what is NeydaCam? Good question, David. Well, so a lot of people ask me a lot of information about filming, and I do every so often behind the scenes. But you guys don't really get to know they are behind the scenes, because I do periscoping in some broadcasts from places where I go take pictures, and I even do some establishing photography, but you guys don't know it because I don't tell you. But from now on, I said, you know what? I think people deserve to know. My Perry family deserves to know. So I said, you know what? From now on, whenever I do a behind the scenes or something related to film, I am going to use the hashtag NeydaCam. There you go. In a way to say that whatever I'm doing, it's been captured by NeydaCam. There you go. Absolutely, Thunder. Let me know. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions about the industry, about filmmaking, about formats, even about periscoping. I was just saying earlier in the previous scope, make sure that you guys clean up your cache before you start a scope, because it's very memory intensive, very processing intensive. Clear up as much memory on your phone as you can. Anyway, guys, this is not really all that focused, and I feel so bad. But I just wanted to show you. Would you like to see more juicing scopes, David? Absolutely. That was like a last minute idea. I have a friend who has never seen a papaya before, and so I said, you know what? I'm just going to show him papaya. But how about if I just share it? People seem to like that green drink scope. Clean up your catch. Hi, Kylo. What would I do without you? Kylo, so am I using the rule of thirds properly? People will come. They're great meat to... Well, Kylo, were you there on my green drink? That papaya was humongous. It was like 1.5 feet long. So I am using my rule of thirds, guys. I will point out with my finger, but, well, I guess you may see. All right, so I notice the brightest spot on the building. I'm keeping it on about 1/3 of the camera. And the building itself, the core of what I want to show within the 1/3, from the top to 1/3, 1/3 to the second third, and the second third clear. The papaya was huge. Papayas could be huge. And as a matter of fact, the papaya that I showed in my green drink was nowhere near as big as the papayas I used to see when I grew up. I don't get those papayas that are like 10 inches. I don't get that. It's like, why would you buy that? I don't know. I never saw such a thing. Rule of thirds. Anyhow, guys, I will see you soon. It was great to see you all. I'm standing here behind a chain link fence. Sorry. I'm having a little bit of allergies and I'm a little bit congested, so I sound a little bit nasally. Absolutely, David. Oh, me and my family. Oh. You said something, Thunder. The same with you, Priscilla, and I'm just kind of looking back. I'm walking backwards, guys. Walking backwards. Trying to see if I can see this better and leave you with that picture because I need to run. But it was great to see you here. Thunder, send me a direct message. I'll be happy to answer any questions to the best of my ability. My Twitter handle is Rican Filmmaker. It's on my bio. Oh, you want to do me and my... Oh, aren't you the one who does a reality show? Of course. I know about you. You've been in my scopes and I've been in your scopes before. My Twitter handle is in my bio. Go to my Periscope bio and you'll see my Twitter handle. Feel free to send me any information or questions there. Camera 3, Fade to Black. Have a great night, everybody. Bye, Devin in Chicago. Bye, Kylo. I adore you. Kylo, Camera 3 and Fade to Black. All right. Bye, David in Osaka. Kylo and I have this exercise where we review some film terms, and he makes me go from camera 1 to 2 to 3. So this is the kind of fun thing that we do, Kylo. Bye-bye, Priscilla. Keep me posted on anything that you do. I want to see your scopes. And for everybody else who joined, good to see you guys. Good to see you, Thunder. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you're at. Your evening, and for you, David. Absolutely, Bay Area Knitter. Do you scope Bay Area Knitter? I haven't seen any of your scopes yet. It is how you learn. Well, I don't know, Kyla. I'm learning from you. Are we going to Crafty? Actually, I need to pop in by the Honey Wagon first. And then I'll go to Crafty. Does anybody know what the Honey Wagon is? Oh, you're going to be scoping a road trip? Oh, good for you. Oh, I want to see it. From the Bay Area? Are you going from the Bay Area somewhere? You don't know what the Honey Wagon is. Can I leave that to the next scope? For the next scope, guys? The Honey Wagon. It does have the best muffins. I do buy muffins when I have my shoots. From the Bay Area to Oklahoma. Wow. I promise, Priscilla, I will revisit the Honey Wagon, okay? The Grand Canyon. Are you going to be scoping from there? Yeah, you may not have a signal. The Honey Wagon... no, not like the Bunny Ranch. No. No, not like the Bunny Ranch. No. I will tell you. I will keep you waiting. So the Honey Wagon is this truck that has the toilets, guys. The Honey Wagon is the truck that has the toilets. Oh, yeah. I hope you have signal. I would like to see the Grand Canyon. One of my favorite movies of all time is the movie Grand Canyon. Oh, well, you would like my help in growing with the reality show? Well, I'll help you in whatever way I can. I'm very busy with my documentary that I need to finish. I have a huge commitment. And the pressure on my shoulders is, you have no idea how big. It's a historical piece, so, it's one thing I absolutely need to finish. But if I have some time, I would love to help you, of course. Absolutely. All right, everybody. So good to see you all. This is Longest Goodbye. Bye-bye. Besitos y abrazos. Aviento. Welcome, replay viewers. And, well, goodbye. I will talk to you soon, guys. I will scope tomorrow. I am going to post a picture or two from this spot on Twitter if you guys want to see it, and Instagram. Yes, please do, Thunder. I'm looking forward to it. If the light is favorable, I will take a couple pictures and post on Instagram and Twitter. Absolutely. Oh, buenas noches, Bay Area Knitter. Keep me posted. I want to see that scope from, the Grand Canyon. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, everybody, besitos y abrazos. Hasta luego. Good to see you here, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, absolutely, Priscilla. Oh, no wonder I couldn't find you. I was like, where is Priscilla? I wanted to attach you to the thank you for the 300,000 hearts, but I couldn't find you. But when you do, let me know, okay, Priscilla? I want to see you. All right, everybody, have a good time. Ciao, hasta luego. Besitos y abrazos.